Alright, welcome back. It's another Friday Night Kerfuffle. We last left our characters in Denver. I think they were attempting to fly up to the orbital space station, as I recall. Seems like a bad idea.
No one space because no one likes it. No one likes it. The fuck? What?
Yeah, wait, I don't remember.
No, it's not like that.
Well,
because Leo's corporate is orbital air. So it's like, are we going to space?
Well, here's the deal, guys. If you want to take on the favor that your guy Wes called in, orbital air apparently agreed to take you to space, but I'm not so sure it's going to work out well.
Why are we going to space?
This is because Night City, my friend.
We're going to what? Night City, where the girls are pretty.
Well, the fact is, it's not, because a direct flight from Denver would be faster. But if you guys do decide to go to the orbital space station, Johnson, then it's gonna have to be a transfer flight from Denver to Mojave, and then from Mojave.
Did
I do this section?
I don't think so, but at the end of last session, Wes called in a favor, and Wes is not here with us today, so.
It's Leo. Leo called.
Oh, it was Leo.
The last session,
My mistake.
we resolved that there was a flight deck there in Denver, though. So why would we have to go to Mojave?
Because the only because
Not that I'm advocating for any of us to go to space.
So the answer to that question is that orbital air only operates their Hercules out of the launch station in Mojave. You can get there via transport to LAX, and then from there transport to Mojave.
So it's pretty much just a layover flight after we get on the initial one.
Yeah. So you'd have from Night City you would go to LAX and then to Mojave, but from Denver you can fly directly to Mojave.
Anyone want to go to Vegas?
Mojave's not near Vegas. It's not near Vegas.
Oh, I just hear Mojave and I'm just like,
Yeah.
New Vegas.
New Vegas.
At this point, a nuclear holocaust would just be.
I mean, we're in the session's timeline. We're pretty close to friggin' Johnny Silverhand's assault.
Oh, right, we are. We're January. We're in January or February now?
Or at least what I assume anyway.
Either way, I think it's better that we don't just rely on free travel that's going to get us nowhere near where we need to go. So, what on the map? What's that thing that looks like a train going across with a dotted green line below Denver?
I think there's a monorail to Night City. Or I don't know if there is a stop in Night City.
That green dotted line, to answer your question, is the transcontinental planet train. It travels from Night City, makes stops in St. Louis, Atlanta, and DC.
Oh, never mind. We'd have to hijack it, man. Never mind. Why couldn't we just pay for travel? We can't fly for some reason. What was the reason we couldn't fly? Is it because we're all wanted?
Basically.
Actually, yeah, I thought that was a pretty good reason. Like, we have our phases planted around the country.
Yeah.
Nothing stops interstate travel like a fucking wanted poster.
Yeah, don't you have enough left?
We're all over the news and all over the news.
was able at least to get us all on the Hercules at the very least.
And like, is there a price for that? Or?
No, this was a straight call-in to a corporate head.
To Mojave, huh?
Now, you're not on the best of terms with this guy. I mean, he obviously just wants to get rid of you. It's possible that he could maybe double-cross you, too. So, you know, you never know.
Sounds like a corporate.
I mean, he doesn't know anything about you. He probably doesn't know that you're wanted. You know, I'm sure that it's... Because your photo, I guess, wasn't in the photos that were taken from, you know, Jersey.
I guess it wasn't with the. I guess it wasn't.
Yeah.
That means my photos also not taken, because I wasn't in Jersey.
Right.
Nope. Just us. Just the band.
I think we should go to space. Other people going? I mean,
Nomads in space.
you know, no. The country if we go to space, I'm telling you.
Nomads in space.
Romance.
Isn't that just Firefly?
Pretty much.
Alright, so I'm up for it. Doc's up for it. Doc's, by the way, am I still insane, or I don't think I'm insane anymore?
I don't know. You can be insane if you want to be.
No, I had a good run there.
Roll on the insanity table.
I hate you. I gotta remember now. And what does he have? Okay, sorry, I forgot how to do that one. Is that under combat?
No, you're not rolling on
Against
insanity.
intelligence?
You're silly.
No, that's a joke. That's a joke.
There is no insanity table.
It wasn't a joke last game.
I know, you just decided to be insane, I think, but, you know, whatever.
Oh, yeah, because I got tired of playing, because my character wasn't being himself.
Okay. Well, there you go. Anyone want to
But
get
now, you guys notice that Dr. Chops is back to being normal.
Yeah, it's interesting.
You know, throwing knives.
Alright, so, does anybody recall?
All my stats got zeroed.
Really? That's too bad. I'm sorry. Does that happen to everybody's character on Roll20?
No, my character's
No. It's okay.
Huh, weird. Alright, so, what's your guys' choice? What do you want to do? Continue on with the caravan through I-70 into Vegas? Or do you want to
go to space?
Go to space.
Now, we still have vehicles, right?
Yeah, I think so. You guys
We
still
have vehicles and we did not sell the bike back, right?
I'm for going to Vegas on the loneliest highway in America.
Same.
Alright, so,
yeah, I don't want to trust people to fly us out of here, especially because we're wanted in multiple states.
I don't want to go to space.
We're like one state away.
Yeah,
Four, just then, well, yeah, we're already the other one state away.
one state away
We're
from
really close to Vegas. We're like a normally, that's about a 20-hour drive. I don't know what it is in the future, but I've driven it.
loneliest road in the world.
Yep. There ain't nothing out there. Welcome to Planet Utah, where nothing ever happens.
So let's see here, Denver to Vegas. Looks like it's let's see here. Plan a road trip.
It's... Oh, come on. You can't just give me miles. It's 604 miles on I-7.
It's a
I-70.
two-day drive via Nomads. You probably stop in I don't know, somewhere in Utah overnight and then continue on to Vegas.
That's right. We have 2 bikes fixed up. The van's still running.
Yeah.
Is that enough? How about, I guess we'll eat first. Eat first. Endurance check.
All right, make your endurance check if you haven't eaten, and if you haven't slept.
Oh.
That food does.
Okay. Alright, they still have food.
If you're fed and ate, then you don't need to make your endurance check.
You give somebody roll that more. I still have 240 EB left of pre-packed food. How many does that give the?
Oh man, I can't do this math. So one pre-pack per person. I forget what the cost per person per day is, but that would be the factor that you would want to use. Let me look it up. It's on the price list of things. So if anyone wants to look it up for me, you might get there faster.
I think in the airship we consider 20 EB as one pre-pack.
So generic pre-pack is 150 per week, divided by 7 is about 14, 15. No wait, what is it? 142, 20 ebb per meal, 20 to 25 ebb per meal, something like that.
Okay. So I just minus how many? By 240 that's left, I just minus. How many are we?
So here's what you want to do. You want to take here, Turbo, take the total amount of pre-pack that you have, divide it by 22, and that's how many meals you have.
Okay. 240, right? Divide by, sorry, 7?
22.
22. Oh. I have around, let's say, 10 meals left.
Okay.
And we are, how many? 9?
Mm-hmm.
Are we 9 left?
Yeah, you're gonna run out of meals.
Yeah. Okay.
So you might want to replenish your
Well,
stores while you're in Denver.
Yeah.
Well, the turbo, I can at least feed myself. I've still got a few MREs, and then I've got 7 days worth of dry. I bought at that last store was either a mix of like dried fish and jerky or something.
Okay, so that I have 1 left. Yeah. Everybody
I thought I was just gonna have to remake my sheet, and I was gonna be like, son of a bitch.
Okay. So
Yeah, I did. And I'm just gonna eat one of my MREs that I have in my backpack.
okay, so everyone who doesn't have, give 1 pre-pack.
So I guess you get 1 back from Toma and 1 back from
Alright, so 2
what's his name? Leo.
Restaurant. 2 left. Okay.
Not sure if you have enough to make it all the way to Night City, but and there aren't any major metropolises on the way except for Las Vegas. If you're only eating 1 meal a day, that's not a lot of calories, to be honest.
Yeah. I guess we can resupply here after eating.
It's my turn. I think my Mario to buy food. How many should I buy, Snow, and what would be the cost?
Make a streetwise roll.
As Michael takes forever. You know, I'm just gonna do it manually. Forget it.
Huh. You can't find your chart. +4 is your cool stat?
Yes.
Okay, and you don't have any skills in...
No, not cool. Intelligence. I went off intelligence.
It should be a cool stat. Streetwise is a
Streetwise.
cool
Yeah.
roll.
Oh, man. Ah, jeez. 1 second.
Do you have any skills in Streetwise?
I'm sorry?
Do you have any skills in Streetwise?
Yes.
Okay, add that to your roll too.
I just don't, I don't know. I'm trying to figure out. I never used the cool skills, so I'm trying to find it. Oh, okay. So it's 9, so it's 9 plus 3 plus being stemmed.
No,
So
the
that's
stem,
13.
the stem only works on
13.
reflex. Sorry, buddy.
No, reflex, that's right. That's right. So it's 9 plus 3, so it's 11. Okay. 1d10 plus 11. Wow, I didn't know that was so cool. I didn't roll very cool.
That's alright, I'll give you the 6. So, alright, that says you're able to find a grocery store in Denver and able to buy generic pre-pack or kibble.
Half and half.
Okay. So generic...
Generic food packs are MREs, right?
No, that's kibble.
I'll get kibbles then.
Okay, they don't...
I'm gonna try to like buy out the store to try to get back in my clan's good graces, and I'm gonna buy enough for everyone to have a full day's meal in the caravan.
What do you mean, like the entire caravan of 20 people?
Yep.
I'm really confused. I'm lining up kibble for the whole trip for everybody. So, what to all the way to Night City? So, what would that? Let's say 4 days worth of kibble.
They're $22 each. The kibble is less. We're talking about generic pre-pack, right?
No.
Yeah, GP pack I'm talking about.
No.
It's split buying kibble.
Church. I'm giving that out. I don't know what's going on.
Well, you guys are buying groceries.
Yeah, but I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know how much it costs.
I just told you.
Yep, I did the math for 12.
What does that mean? One person, one group,
One meal.
one.
One meal is 22 ebb.
And how much are the people are we having a group? Because I never know that.
9 plus 20.
Oh, okay. Oh, I can't afford that. I can buy.
I'll buy 2 days worth. So, 9 times 20, 180. So, I got 2 days worth of kibble. All of us.
Kibble is worth $7 per meal.
I'm sorry?
7 ebb per meal for kibble.
Okay.
The other guy's just trying to buy meals for 20 for the rest of the pack because he's ostracized from the pack.
Alright, guys.
You don't have to worry about the other 20 dudes
Yeah, that's on me to deal
in the
with.
caravan. He's just trying to buy back into their good graces.
Yep, and I did the math. That's 484 eddies.
Damn.
And I can take that debt. I have over 4,000 on my credit chip. So, yeah.
Wait, you have what?
remember that Arasaka lady slipped that credit chip into my pocket?
Yeah, have you tried using it yet?
I've pulled out money on multiple occasions to have money on hand.
When was that?
What?
What city?
It was after the city that we ran away from that we had, so I've been pulling out money at two separate gas stations. I think one was in,
As I recall, I think it was only $5 grand.
Yeah, it was only $5 grand. I spent a little bit of it.
I thought you said it was 100,000.
No.
He said 4,000.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I was just like,
But really, he only took out like
600.
600.
Got it.
yeah.
Can you press the talk so your dog isn't barking? It's so loud.
Okay, so I have enough kibble for 2 days for our crew.
Yeah, I can just do that with the eddies I pulled out, so I got 600. I was just gonna use the eddies in my pocket and spend it, and I'll have 116 left.
Alright.
Well, in pocket change, anyway.
Alright. List in the chat how many meals you bought.
Who are you talking to?
Everybody who bought meals. How much did you spend, Doc?
126.
Times 7, 126. All right, good. You're buying generic pre-pack, Leo? Yes, Leo.
Yep, generic pre-pack.
Okay. All right, so that's one meal you're buying for the whole group. Correct?
Let me times 484 by 2. I'll try to buy him 2 meals worth.
So 22 times 40 is actually 440. I'm not sure how you got 484, but I'll give you a break on that.
Alright, so yeah, I can spend the 800 eddies.
Okay, it's gonna be 880 for 40 meals.
Yep. I'll take that net. That means I have to use some from my card, from the credit chip, so I had 600, so I had 220 yet, so...
I mean, if you're gonna pay it on your card, you might as well pay all of it on your card, then we have cash.
True enough. So I'll just minus the 800 from what I got, let's see.
It's 880.
880, so... Okay.
So it leaves about 3,500 on the cred chip.
3,500.
3,520 actually.
Alright. I can live with that. I'm just gonna nudge Toma and tell him, hey, since I can really talk to him, I need you to go over and hand this out to the rest of the nomads. So if you could just hand it out to them, I'd be greatly appreciated.
You guys also need to.
Jace!
Hey, whoever's got dogs barking, can you press to talk, please? Please press to talk. Thank you. You guys with the dogs, please press to talk. The dogs are really getting on my nerves. Please press to talk. Thank you. Oh my goodness. Alright, so, you guys need to refuel.
Alright, I guess I'll refuel for us as well. Yeah.
With the van and the...
Let's look about some full tank.
Why is there no one was saying anything?
What do you want us to say?
Oh. Hey, jackasses, who's gonna pay for fuel?
Lito, he said.
What?
He said you're going to pay for the fuel.
Yep.
Oh, I thought I meant for that group of the caravan.
Oh no, I ain't got it like that.
Cool.
I can pay for their food, but I can't pay for my...
Hey, no money on this trip.
Alright, so it's 3 ebb per gallon. Chew. And the van takes 15 gallons. And the motorbikes take 8.
Alright, so let's see what that brings us up to.
What's the mileage on the van?
Not sure.
Okay.
You said the bikes took how much?
I'm gonna look it up. Hold on.
We're gonna be out in literally in the middle of nowhere.
8
For a
gallons.
long time.
Alright, so... Nice. Total 69 eddies.
Ooh.
So,
What are you expecting in Utah?
so you bought, I'm guessing, 8, 16 for the bikes, plus
Yep.
15 for the van, which is 31 times 3.
Yep.
Is equal to 93 ebb.
Alright, I can pay that also on credit card.
Alrighty, and that'll get you probably to somewhere in the middle of Utah.
How close are we to Salt Lake, you think?
Salt Lake City is off your track.
Oh, off our track.
Yeah.
Do you see the map?
I-15.
Salt Lake City is way up north on the north end of Utah.
Is it cheating to look up a more detailed map online?
No, it's not.
Yeah, for me it's still showing like the map that we were on that we like caused that big old napalm fire. At least
It's on the,
Not sure which
it's on the left.
what napalm fire.
remember the one that we almost got trapped?
Oh, okay. Well, maybe you're on the wrong keyboard. I don't know.
Alright, I can just restart the Kerfuffle real quick.
You might be on the wrong layer because of whatever happened with this character sheet. That's true. Might want to do a refresh.
That's what I'm doing now.
I just mean on Snow's end. On Snow's end, you might find them up on a different layer.
Okay, well, I'm looking at another map. And yeah, there's nothing. Nothing.
So you guys might want to consider getting some gas tanks and filling up some gas tanks here to take on the road with you.
Extra gas.
Do they sell like big old jerry cans in the store?
They sell 5-gallon jugs.
Might as well buy 4 of them, 2 for the van, 2 for the bike.
Alright.
Yeah.
So the gas cans are 5 ebb each?
So 20 and these for them, so okay. And then to fill those up, you said 3 each, 3 gallons, so 3 each.
So that's 20 gallons to
So
fill them
I'm
up.
looking
That's gonna be
at
another
terrain
60 ebb.
map.
Another
Alright,
60.
I can take.
Going to the Rockies, then a bunch of desert. That's a long ass run.
Alright, so 100 in total.
100 in total? No, it's more like 153.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
Well, more like 173 actually, because I forgot to include the cost of the jerry cans.
Alright. Let me just get this math right.
So I'm including in that 173 the cost of the gas that you already put in there.
Yep.
Alright, somebody's got a lot of feedback. Someone has a lot of feedback on their mic. If you could push to talk, that'd be really great. Thank you. Yeah.
Alright, when it's all said and done, after I fill up the tanks, I'm gonna load them into the van. And yeah, I believe we can be on our way. Is Tom out here?
I'm back, yeah.
I was gonna just ask Toma, like, with all the food pre-pack I got, I'm gonna tell him to go over and just give it to the nomads and just tell the leader of the group that this is just, it doesn't pay for everything I did, but at least it helps us out.
Okay. Remind me your character's name again?
Leo?
Leo. Okay, yeah. Alright, yeah, so Toma's gonna go out and kind of like truck by truck down the caravan, kind of like pass out and just like say hey, this is from Leo, and just say he wanted to get y'all a couple of nights of food every time I stop by a different truck in the caravan.
Okay.
And then I go out and pass out all the
Well, that's only 2 pieces of pre-pack per person. I didn't get multiple days of food until it like completely done me down.
No, yeah, but I mean, like, I mean, at least as far as it's concerned in, like, stats-wise, most of us only eat once a day.
That is true, yeah.
Yeah, you guys are barely eating enough to stay nourished. It's not the best plan in the world, but you guys are keeping yourselves from having to make any endurance checks.
Right.
Well, I mean, also, to be completely honest, we're also just, like, sitting in the fucking car all day.
Yeah.
So,
I know.
like, I imagine for a nomad lifestyle, that probably switches back and forth between being in camp and eating normally, and then, like, when you're in caravan, it's just kind of like driving and sleeping and eating once a day or some shit like that.
Yeah, I'm familiar. So, there's a couple of options on your road trip down to Las Vegas for stopping for fuel. Richfield is an option, which is located right about here.
I don't need a map.
Alright, so who's driving?
Me, did any training wheels on my bike.
Yeah. I think the last ones, Rusty was driving the van, I was taking Leo's bike, and so she had skill.
Alright, so those who are driving, make your driver's checks.
Motorcycle.
Yep, make a driver check.
Alright.
I guess for Rusty, he said he could not roll, right?
Is he driving?
Yeah, I'm on that. If you want me to, I can make it roll.
Oh. Yeah, because I think you gotta drive the van.
Oh shit.
Yeah, Turbo's riding somebody's bike.
Sachi! Sachi! No! Not again!
Gotta love the first drive check being a failure.
Actually, nothing but.
Oh my god.
It's a 1.
Alright.
Listen, we're just... Why do we have to make driving checks every time we drive?
Because you're driving.
Driving's freaking dangerous.
Really? You know, why is there a rule though we have to roll every time we drive?
No. Drive is a skill where if you're trying to do something, you just don't want to get another motorcycle. I don't give a fuck about the motorcycle. It's just so silly. Listen, the way we're doing it now, you're almost guaranteed to fumble every third time you drive.
No.
Yeah. If I was doing something crazy, like trying to jump a bridge or whatever, or trying to shoot while driving, then I could say yeah.
Well, okay.
If I'm just going down the highway at 50 miles an hour, or whatever,
Sasha, you're on the freeway, so go ahead and roll. You're on the freeway. Roll a 1d6. Oh, somebody else fumbled too.
I don't mind fumbling, but it seems to be rolling for every single little thing rather than an actual skill roll. There you go, 2.
All right, so.
I mean, you don't roll each skill every time to see if you're going to choke on every.
That's true, yeah. Shouldn't it be for just obstacles or like?
Yeah,
there's no each skill.
Well, listen, boss, you can do all sorts of. You can use anything as an example here.
Also, but the other thing is like you had to pass a very minimal motorcycle check. And yes, you have a 1 in 10 chance of completely boofing it, but you also have a 1 in 10 chance of getting IP. And for most of us, we'd rather roll whenever we can, but...
So essentially, you jump on your bike and you do a couple of tricks and a wheelie.
No, you're not doing any tricks or wheelie.
No,
but
like all you had to do was roll a minimal pass.
Listen,
whatever like the easiest pass is to like go down the highway.
Exactly. Okay, simple maneuvers include swerves, aerial rotations and hovers, and banks. Banking turns would also include that. So, just getting on the freeway is going to also be an easy check, 15 or more. But since you fumbled, even though you rolled a 15, we're going to roll on the crash table. Yeah, so...
Right, and I mean, it's the future, right? There's no highway maintenance, right?
Rusty, also, roll a 1d6, please.
Ooh, apparently there's no motorcycle classes either. Jesus fucking Christ.
Well, you know, we're trying to make it fair as possible.
I'm going to go along, so, but it doesn't make sense to do a skill check for routine tasks. You know what I mean?
It's a simple maneuver. Just getting on the freeway.
We're literally going to be stumbling. Yeah. Okay, go ahead. It's cool. I mean, it's just a system. I get it.
Okay,
so what happened?
So you guys start to skid as you're going up the ramp, and you guys have to make a check one more time to see if you don't crash. 15 or higher should get you through it.
There's a chance of fucking it up. Something I've been doing for months now.
Oh my god.
I get it.
I mean, the other thing is like you also basically. Yeah. See, like the other thing is you also just basically have to not like completely bluff it 3 times in a row. Because the other thing is like even when you fumble, you know, Snow is like, okay, you swerve out of control. Let's see if you get it back under control or whatever. The only reason like you fucked the whole bike was because it was like you fumbled and then
Well, listen, we were
Like,
in the middle of a combat.
again.
No, I see what you're saying, but we were in that fumble. We were in the middle of a combat. There's a difference between situationally, like you're literally rolling for 10% chance of failure for some routine tasks. Something that with a 2 skill I should already have and a freaking 11 reflex. Know what I mean? So this would also, he's not shooting guns. I mean, anyway, I don't want to argue about it. It's fine. I rolled a 9, what is it, a 2. Whatever happened, because I fucking...
Let me also just put it this way from the way that I understand it also. Let's say you wanted to practice motorcycle skill, you still have to roll motorcycle. And you still have a chance of fumbling.
Because you're practicing, hold on, you're practicing something you don't know. My character has a 2 in motorcycle. I spent the points for it. Plus I have an 11. So
you're practicing whatever you're practicing.
You don't know.
If you're practicing your gun skill, that's not how it works. If you just roll it, you roll it. Like if you're practicing, like let's say anybody that has any skill can do this. They're like, I want to practice this to try and get IP in it. They can roll in it in their off time.
There's a difference between routine task and practicing something you don't know how to do. Right?
You're still missing the point. I'm talking about you. You know how to, let's say you know how to ride a bike. You're trying to get better at riding a bike. You're going to go do figure eights or whatever in the parking lot.
You're right. I headed up caravan on a highway. Do you think my character's stupid to do like tricks? Like I said, so you think every time my character jumps on a bike, he's doing like tricks?
Have you ever tipped it on the highway? Have you ever dropped a bike?
What are you talking about? It doesn't make sense to roll for routine tasks. It does make sense.
Let me also just put it for you this way. I know that there's at least one other rider in our group. There's a 100% chance that they've had an accident. I guarantee you, the times that you drop your bike, you were not pulling a wheelie. You were not pulling some weird fucking maneuver. You were just riding.
Let's just use this for an example. I'm literally going from 0 to 50, getting on an off-ramp on the highway with a bunch of people, and riding something that I already know how to do as a routine task. I'm not pulling any special maneuvers, I'm not firing anybody, I'm not trying to dodge things. You understand? So, why is it that I need to make, for routine things I need to do? This is kind of like rolling to see if you stumble every time you walk. Or you go up the stairs. You don't
have a walk skill. There's no roll for that.
Well, man, you operate heavy machinery. You pull any one of your. So what you're saying is literally every skill, including all the skills, you have to do every time, and then you have a 10% chance of failing, fumbling on every single skill that you have.
And then you have a 10% chance of learning how to do it better.
Welcome to the Kerfuffle.
That doesn't make any sense. You're not literally practicing your skill with them every time you're fucking doing a skill.
That's exactly how riding a motorcycle works. Every time you get on it, you're practicing for the next time you get on.
Does it also work with writing, let's say, poetry? Because that's also a skill, right?
Yeah.
Yes, that's like. Think of have you ever written poetry and then just crumbled the shit up and thrown it away? That's still practice.
What about swimming? Do you have a 10% chance of dying every time you're literally pushing to learn these skills every time you're doing something routine?
Yeah.
What about eating? You just bought some.
People bringing up eating. There's no skill for eating.
I use it as an example of something that is a routine task. There shouldn't be a challenge difficulty level for driving something that you already know how to drive. There shouldn't be a challenge.
It's more like opportunities in a way, like rolling gives you an opportunity to fail, and that kind of adds like a layer of intrigue to the story, I guess.
I'm also not gonna lie. There is a 10% chance every time you go out swimming that you might drown. Or you might.
Sometimes 10%. If you already know how to swim, there's a reason why you learn a skill.
Oh dear.
Yeah, that doesn't mean that you can't like trip on the fucking pool and break your ankle when you're going in. It's like that's what happens when you fucking fumble.
How many times?
1 out of 10.
Really? You see broken down. Listen, I'm not saying this is not how the system's set up. I'm just saying it's stupid.
The thing is, you just want to roll when you're trying to do something cool. I understand that. but that's not. It's not D&D. This isn't D&D.
But Cyberpunk is about making against challenge difficulty levels. It's not about rolling every time you want to do something routine. Because otherwise, every single one of these characters will be fucking up every other day.
Exactly. They do.
Running this, every single one of these characters fucks up every time they get out of bed and go out the door. Everyone, 1 out of 10.
And what's the problem with that?
Anytime you employ a skill, have a chance of fucking up.
And effectively, like, so basically everybody who's riding, you've got 40 people in this caravan, right? 10% of those are fucking up and crashing their bikes every time they drive their fucking bikes. Can you imagine what it looks like?
You're also completely misinterpreting that, because 10% of the chance for them to fumble also doesn't mean that they crash their bikes. You just did that one time.
No, but a fumble does something, right? You skate. So literally, you've got a whole pack of 40 fucking nomads who've been riding their whole lives, and every time they get on the highway or they pull out of a fucking parking lot, they could just mean to accelerate and wobble. No, it doesn't. It's literally a fumble.
There's one
damage, right? There's gonna be some damage. So
look at the fumble table. Go look at the fumble table. That's not how it works.
Fair enough. I'll look at the fumble table. But you're still fumbling, right? It's still considered. So what is it? It doesn't make sense to do.
It's not a black mark on your freaking record every time you fucking fumble. It just means things didn't go how you planned.
I don't give a shit about my character dies from like right? But I keep having to roll routine tasks with a chance to fumble, even though I have incredibly stats that are geared towards doing this sort of thing. So when does my character actually get to ride his bike like an actual person?
You're doing it.
When you don't fumble.
You're fine, Sashi. I mean, you didn't crash.
It's one thing to fumble for critical roles, or actually when you're trying to do something, but it's another to fumble when you're like just trying to walk and chew gum at the same time. I mean, it's not walking. Riding a motorcycle is not walking and chewing gum at the same time. I'm gonna say, like, y'all are lucky the skill is even the same as driving on here, because that shit's not the same. What are you talking about?
I'm talking about riding a motorcycle is not the same thing as fucking driving. But y'all get to add it the same as you want to on a skill on here. Like, it's not like double points for one or anything like that. Like, it's completely 1-to-1. It's not at all the same.
What does that have to do with anything?
Well,
exactly what you're talking about. All you have to do is shift your weight wrong when you're starting up your bike and rev a little bit too hard at first, and guess what? You start to wobble. That's what a fumble looks like. Doesn't mean you fucking ate it, just means you didn't have control on your first fucking roll.
That's fumble means that you failed your skill check in a negative way. You actually did the opposite of what you were trying to do. It's not just
this isn't D&D. Again, this is not D&D.
There's specific fumbles where it does completely backfire. Sometimes it still goes through, you just kind of make a fool.
That's usually like level 7 or 10.
Are we cool, guys?
So what happened, dude? Just let's move on. Just annoyed.
I get that you're annoyed. I'm sorry that this annoys you. I'm just trying to make it a little bit more interesting. But I get I get your point. I will take that into consideration next time I ask you to do a driving check. And for this part, you guys managed to get on the freeway and drive your way to Utah without any further incident. You happy?
Well, except for the fact that we're driving to Utah, which is kind of an incident in itself.
I don't imagine it is. I don't imagine it is in this universe. I imagine that with how solitary it already is.
I mean the boringness of it.
I imagine.
Some more into it. COVID-19 11. I'll be happy to go to Utah.
No, we're heading through the Rockies. That's dangerous. That's fun.
All right, so you guys camp in the middle of Utah at this little ghost town called, well, what's it called? Richfield. It turns out that there is no gas station here, so it's a good thing you guys bought fuel to take with you, and your caravan also did the same. So you guys camp here for the night, and you refuel your bikes and your vehicles. Who's standing watch?
Okay, what do we need to now?
Well,
Probably should.
if you want
I'll
to,
take second one.
I'll take first watch.
I'll take second one.
Alright.
how
Yeah.
Are y'all that are volunteering for watch? Y'all all healed up already?
Yep.
Okay, good. Go ahead and roll for sleep 1d10. Those of you who are sleeping.
First watch.
Sweet. I'll go for that.
I'm not getting This doesn't mean I'm not healing this plane back at this point.
I can't hear you very well. You're cracking up a little bit.
I said this is just a meme at this point. I'm not getting that point of health back to make me not have this debuff.
You're not getting a point of health back? I'm not understanding.
Because I rolled a 1 and then I rolled a...
Right, okay.
Oh, your second roll was a 1?
No, my first roll was a 1.
Okay, then
Another
you
1 hour?
you can roll a 1d6 and see if you get more sleep. If you rolled less than a favorable on your first one. But you gotta roll for nightmares if you have a tendency to have nightmares. So you still only got 5 hours of sleep.
Right?
What's that?
That's also a D10, right?
What's a D10?
5.
Yes.
Yeah.
Nightmare roll is
Well, I mean, whatever. I got my 6 hours. I just woke up screaming. It's fine.
Okay, tell us about your nightmare.
All good and done.
I mean, so basically same shit. You know, it's that same like recurring drowning nightmare where I'm like submerged in like the upside down cabin of this submerged vessel, except it just all turns into Adriana's hair. And then I wake up and I've got like some of her hair stuck in my mouth. Fuck.
Sashi, roll 1d6, please.
Okay.
Turbo, no nightmares. Good job. All right, so
1.
you get very poor sleep. You get I guess
We can get a lot.
you get 5 hours broken sleep, but no nightmares.
No nightmares and no damage. So.
And you don't have any,
Okay.
don't have any wounds,
I'll
so you'll
take
have to make
second what?
you'll have to make an endurance check to stay up for second watch.
Oh. Okay.
How many hours of driving did we just get done?
6.
6? Can I get that in programming?
Yes.
I don't think it's gonna matter by the end of our mission, but I might as well try.
Go for it.
11.
Oh,
For endurance check.
bummer. All right. So I don't think you did that quite right. It looks like. Did
You
you?
just rolled the endurance skill.
Okay.
Body skill.
All right. And you don't have any skills points in endurance either. Well,
No.
wow. Okay. So you fall asleep during watch.
Okay.
Roll a 1d10 on the fumble table.
Oh boy.
Oh.
And that's not good.
All right. Everybody thinks very poorly of you for falling asleep during watch.
It's a long drive, man. Shit, I'm sorry.
You blew it royally. Not only did you not.
Yeah. Basically.
Well, see, it's because you had to focus so hard, driving 6 whole fucking hours on a motorcycle.
it's tough to do. It's tough to do. I would have asked for some chemical help, but I was looking at dogs. Let's avoid that.
Roll. Okay, so Fuzel, roll a 1d10 one more time.
The single 10? Yeah, okay. That's 7.
All right. Jeez, this is not good. Okay, on a 1 to 4, they actually attempted to do physical harm, so you lucked out.
Wait, what does do physical harm?
The people you were trying to guard.
I think at this point it would be like us putting like a firecracker in your pants or some shit like that.
Ooh, that would be an attack. Are you sure you want to do that?
You would be asleep. I think that's what he's talking about.
Yeah.
Pretty sure I'll be able to bring that
It'd be whatever like the nomad version of drawing dicks on your faces, but like you didn't roll that anyway, so we don't have to worry about it.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, so I could probably get woken up, but fortunately we're with the caravan, right? So there's going to be other people on watch, or am I the only person on watch?
So
I don't think you actually have to worry about what you're watching for. I think all that matters is people are judging you. Maybe outside of our immediate group, you know.
It's mostly just this immediate group of 9 that people are judging you, because the rest of the nomad crew have their own watch system set up in place.
That's what I thought. Okay, yeah, I'm sorry, fellas. It's just been a long day. Try to do better next time.
Who had third watch? Anybody?
I was on third watch.
Okay, roll an endurance check.
One second, it's just slow as fuck. Oh, jeez.
All right, so because you didn't have Sashi to help you, you wake up at dawn.
Oops. Sorry, man.
Okay.
Bye. Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm gonna make some coffee.
So who woke up? Who woke up in the middle of the night?
That would be me. After my watch.
Okay, but who else?
I think Toma had a nightmare, right? So I woke up.
I slept 6 hours.
Right, but your first hour. Oh, hold on a second.
No, that wasn't me.
When did you wake up? Did you wake up during second watch? It looks like you did.
Yeah, whatever 6 hours is.
Yeah. So, make an awareness notice check.
Oh shit, I'm on the wrong page. Just a second. And awareness notice.
All right, you go back to sleep without noticing that Sashi is also sleeping.
Yeah, no, that tracks. That sounds like me.
And then, did anybody else wake up in the middle of the night? Around 6 hours?
Well, I got 5 hours, so I woke up before Toma.
Okay, so then you can also make an awareness notice check and see if you notice Sashi asleep.
I woke up 2 hours.
That's first watch. Leo, go ahead and make your awareness notice roll. Alright, you don't notice. You go back to sleep without noticing either. Okay, so you guys wake up in the morning and,
I see nice and bright and shiny.
Yep.
Well rested. Yep.
You guys
If I wake up after 6 hours though, do I get to like squeak out like another 4 hours of programming or something?
I guess, but I mean, I think that you would probably try to sleep again, but didn't you? You rolled 6 and then what?
I rolled 6 and then nothing. I thought we were only supposed to roll again after rolling 4 or less.
So then you go ahead and, if you want to roll a 1d6 to get more sleep, you can, or you can stay up and start programming.
Yeah, I mean, I woke up with a nightmare. I imagine I might just stay up.
Alright, make an endurance roll.
Who, me?
I tried to roll like that as well since I only got 5.
Yeah, you guys have to make endurance rolls.
Me too, or
Just those who didn't get 8.
okay. No, I'm well rested. It's quite peaceful.
8 hours.
All right. So you fall asleep during your programming. You only get 1 hour of programming in.
Alright, so it's like slumped over my cyber deck.
Yeah. And
Give me a second here.
Turbo, you are able to stay awake, and so are you, Leo. You guys are good to go. Ready to drive.
21.
Guys are ready to drive.
When I'm on my ship, I've been practicing knife throwing again.
Well, since they woke up early, he's gonna try to go out into the wilderness and try to stir up some food so we don't have to dig into our supplies of food.
While you're on watch, you're gonna go hunting?
Oh, I'm on watch. Oh, I didn't know.
Oh wait, I'm not sure. Are you on watch or not? I'm gonna.
No, you
No,
got
I was gonna sleep because I was injured.
Okay, so
Yeah, no, Dudley just slept all night.
all right then. Doc, you can make your melee skill and see if you get any IP for practicing.
Sure. Nice 2010, right? That's all?
Yeah.
Nope, stop. Yeah, just ignore the plus on that to the 6.
Oh, God.
You understand?
No.
The 11 was a mistake, so it's just 6.
All right. Well then, the 6 is not high enough. What? I think you rolled that wrong.
Okay.
Leo.
I did.
So,
So just ignore the plus.
but usually you have.
I don't have any. Melee. I thought you wanted me meant throw. I didn't know you meant melee.
Yeah, I said melee check.
Okay. So what do you want me to do?
Make a melee check.
Just. Okay.
All right, Doc. I need to get your character sheet. I don't have it right now.
You need the
Dexterity plus
Can you add those next time you roll it?
3 points of melee skill.
Excuse me?
1d10 plus 3 points of melee, right?
You have to add your stat too.
reflex.
So whenever you have, plus whenever you have a reflex. Which is what?
No, let's just, since I fucked up so badly on rolling this, I just to say I failed. How's that?
Well, you keep doing this, so I want to A, get your character sheet so that way it can help you, and B, I want to help you do it right so you know what's going on. For every skill check, you roll a 1d10 plus your skill plus your stat. Okay? So you're going to have 3 numbers you're going to add together.
13, yeah.
So you have a 10 reflex?
Are you on stims?
Ooh,
No.
damn, that's a crit for I.
No, I'm not.
All right, give yourself 10 IP in melee.
Thank you. And I'll email you my character again.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you.
Cheers.
I gotta find.
Sorry if I'm getting a little cranky, you guys. I'm not feeling well. All right. I know
Yes,
you.
Leo was hunting.
Yeah, go ahead and make a survival check, please. Leo, make your wilderness survival check, please. Whenever you're ready.
How long are we like how long are we staying here before we move on?
I don't know
I
how
haven't
long.
really stayed at any spot at night.
Not really that long.
Okay, well, wouldn't you need to wouldn't we need to stay someplace if you were gonna go hunting or are you hunting on the I have a little bit of wilderness survival too, but I'll just get some food. But
I think he was just trying to go out in the morning. But yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I was doing. So did I find any food for the boys?
What was your roll?
13.
No.
No rabbits, no squirrels, guys. I'm sorry, I tried.
Well, you
Is
guys,
it really wilderness here, or are we like outskirts of the town?
you're in a ghost town.
In the desert.
Ghost town.
Former Richmond.
Oh.
Or Richfield. Richfield. There is a little bit of a stream that runs through here, or I guess a river. But it's a few miles away. So.
Okay. We can't refill our water.
Yeah, you can, but you have to make an added trip to get there.
Mm-hmm. That's fine.
Oh wait, hold on a sec. I take that back. Let me zoom in here.
I mean, that's what we had. This is what we had the guys do last time. They wrote
I
out
apologize to you guys for the arguing, like 45 minutes arguing about driving. I zoned out and it's totally just my blank.
Mm-hmm. Alright, so it turns out there are a few little streams running through this town. And there is one that's close to the freeway. So you guys are you guys are able to replenish your water supplies.
Water. How does the water taste? You can't be too sure nowadays.
Well, I mean, we do have a couple of filters that we're
Yeah.
hiding away.
Yeah, I'm going to get some coffee.
Well, you gotta buy some when you should have bought some when we were at the last store.
Sorry, guys.
Because I mean, yeah, it's just.
Maybe the donuts of Nescafe.
Got some of that Scott coffee. You know, you toast up some of that SCOBY till it dehydrates. You know, and then crush it up. Mmm. What was that? What's that nasty pyramid scheme mushroom coffee tea that everybody was selling like 5 years ago?
Oh.
What was it?
Mud water or something?
No.
No, it's and actually they have some real ones now that actually do something. But yeah, there's a scam.
Well, I mean, they have ones now that they just sell as a product rather than trying to like lure people into multi-level Ponzi schemes. I can't remember what it's called. Anyway, yeah. Same thing.
You might need some water purifying tablets. Or some. You have a filter.
What was it?
Yeah, it's a water purifier.
Alright.
One of those, no man.
Then you use that one.
It's like a livestock, what was it?
Huh?
Yeah. Like the life straw?
I don't think it's quite so fancy, but you have a filter, you're fine.
Yeah, we have two filters at least that I know of in the group. That we can. That's what I was saying earlier.
Okay. Alright, so anything else you guys want to handle while you're in here? Hold on a second.
I just realized that my rolls for the last 3 games, I wasn't adding my I was getting such bad rolls, I wasn't adding my stuff to any of them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you gotta add whatever the base stat is. That's your base. Is the base stat and the skill.
The stupid skill thing that shows up on the right. I forgot that.
Alright, you guys, give me a couple minutes. I gotta take care of something. Be right back.
Silver, Utah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's just Utah. I'm just kidding.
All right.
Oh, was that snow?
Yeah.
Oh, that was snow. Okay.
I'm back. Okie doke. Well, roll a 1d6, one of your party, just in case there's an encounter.
Who's gonna...
Not it.
Not it.
Sashi's not it either.
1d6.
Yeah.
Six solos come out of the woodwork.
Right? Yeah.
Oh,
So
good. Oh, God.
No, it's fine. It's a good 6, right, Snow?
Yeah.
Cyber dogs.
Why would they not? Like, there's no reason for there to be cyber dogs in the middle of Utah unless they're headless in the back of my car.
Now, remember, in Fallout, there are cyber dogs in Denver.
Oh yeah, but that was a security. I mean, that's because it was a security dog in a
Yeah.
that was closed. Not a ghost town. But that would be fucking like rowdy if you roll up on a ghost town and then like all the security guards, all the security dogs that were in the town just hang around the town, kind of like wild packs of dogs would in like a real ghost town.
Black
Yeah.
episode, actually.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, they went to go get lies, and there was these horribly excellent cyber dogs.
I'm gonna have to rewatch it. I don't remember that.
One of the best episodes.
Speaking of which, no, I don't need to check my inventory. Because Snow said the CPU of the dog wasn't in the head.
No, it's not.
I just, in fact, holy shit. No, I only have cyber optic options. I don't have an optic.
Alright,
I
so...
have a microscope optic.
Yeah, but I don't want to tear it out of your head and put it on a dog.
Yeah, I don't know if we work together on that or not. Probably not.
Yeah, I mean, either way, I wouldn't want to do that.
That would be interesting, though.
I mean, if it was like, I would do that. Like, if we went, just remember this: if we end up going into a building that has like a security camera or something like that.
All right. I haven't how much use of that yet. So.
Alright, so...
But I can still do what I was talking about, where it's just like headless and remote controlled.
Alright, you guys, your caravan is apparently being signaled to pull over by a large 4x4 truck belonging to the Nevada Border Patrol.
So they're checking their papers? What does this look like?
Yeah, the caravan seems to think that maybe they should probably pull over because they won't be able to outrun these guys, and they'll just get called in, and then there'll be like a massive chase across Nevada, which nobody really wants. It's just a two-way highway as well, so.
All right. Anybody got that disguise skill rolling?
I think that was...
No, that was another character.
Alright, so
That was a rocker boy.
do you guys pull over, or do you guys try to outrun them?
In a van.
I
don't think
motorcycles might, but why not?
Alright, so you guys pull over. The rest of the caravan pulls over as well. So the
Can we try to blend in with the nomads, like we're just in the background?
well, they're checking everybody's plates. They're asking people questions. It looks like there's about 4 on board. They're loudmouth, self-important police officers. And they're going through the whole line of Nomad vehicles, and they're checking for papers, checking for licenses, people who are driving, making sure that everything's on the up and up. When they reach your vehicle,
I believe I got a. Oh wait, no one did text switch me. I'm an illegal immigrant. Fuck.
I could not understand anything you're saying. Your mic.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's fine. He's okay.
His mic is so bad.
I was saying, come on, do a text switch with me, and then I'm like, wait a minute.
You don't have to repeat that. It's cool.
My goodness. All right. So, who's Rusty? Are you driving the van?
Yeah.
All right. So, Border Patrol comes up to you and he says, "Good morning. How are you doing today?"
Morning. I'm good. How about yourself?
Well, wanted to know where you're headed.
Oh, nice city.
Las Vegas.
Pardon me?
In the Las Vegas city.
Okay. What's your let's see. What are you going there to do?
You know, it's typical gambling and whatnot. Me and my friends hit up a few casinos and all that.
All right. He starts poking his head behind you, checking out the inside compartment. What's Adriana's disguise check? Does anybody recall? I think it was like a 13 or something.
Nope.
Anyway.
I don't think it was a 13, but it was below 15. Might have been a 14.
Right.
Could I do a hide and evade and see if I can't hide under a blanket to make it look like there's nothing in the bag?
You're hiding yourself?
Just myself.
Well, that's going to be conspicuous.
Oh, crap.
Let's see here. What is...
I could just hide and evade.
Hold on just a second. I'm going to use Texas Rangers, even though these are...
Well, I mean, normally that's how the roll would go. It wouldn't be conspicuous unless the roll went bad.
Okay, well, go ahead and roll hide and evade then. But it will
But you
definitely...
have to know how your roll is going to go.
I do not need to mess with Amiga right now.
Come on, you can do it.
Fuck.
It's a pretty crap band, maybe. You're behind pink eye, big body, pink eye.
All right, so
Maybe.
so this guy, he seems like well, first of all, he notices you hiding under the blanket, and he seems to be interested in what you guys are carrying. What's your cargo? He says.
Just me and my friends looking for good times. Does that technically count as cargo? You know.
So no cargo then?
No, there's a lot of supplies and water.
Okay.
The road is really long and not really a lot of stops on the way.
Road drive, you know. Nothing suspicious here.
Okay. Well, so you say, just give me a moment, and then he walks off. He says, "Can you open up the back door of the van, please?"
Yep.
He's asked you to step out of the vehicle.
I step out of the van tentatively, kind of saying to myself, oh shit.
So you open up the back door, and he's standing next to you. He's standing kind of behind you as you open the door of the van.
Can I roll persuasion?
Yeah.
I guess our position would be Sachi's motorcycle, or I guess motorcycles are at the back.
I think that you guys are at the end of the line. The motorcycles are ahead of you.
Yeah, we would be.
I'm gonna roll some.
I don't really call it the officer, you know, what you see.
Too many people talking at once. Try that again, one at a time. Or not.
Say who you want to talk to.
Well, who has something to say? Does anyone have anything to say?
Well, I was going to say,
I was going to have persuasion fast talk on him and jiggle my money in my pocket. Yeah, just go to gamble. Just go to gamble.
Okay, persuasion fast talk roll. Go for it.
I thought you were going to say jingle some keys. I was like...
Well, that's not what they're concerned about. That's good, my friend. You know, Nevada could use your money. What else was people trying to say? Because I only caught one thing.
I would say I jokingly told the officer like the view when he was walking behind me.
Oh,
Started against that.
roll your seduction check then. In that case.
Are you West?
No, but that might work in his favor.
It did not work.
Not today.
It did not work well for you. He says, "What are you trying to be funny?"
No, I was just joking. You know, this isn't like it just you look so disheveled. You know, he hasn't.
I like that for the end of a sentence. That's the way Rusty's sentences just end. It's just...
He just keeps going on, starting new sentences, trying to end like the first one, but... I wasn't so listening. I just...
don't say that. Oh,
no! Alright, so...
He just kind of...
Not sure this is gonna go well for you, but we'll give it a shot. Looks like he doesn't recognize Adriana.
Oh, thank God.
Oh my God. Defender! Thank God, Defender. By how many sentences I stared up, you know? Couldn't keep it all straight in his head.
Well,
thank me later.
So he checks everybody out in the back of the van and he says, "All right, you guys are good to go. Stay out of trouble."
Yes, officer.
And you guys have pretty much the rest of the trip to Las Vegas is uneventful.
Yeah, I was just gonna like breathe a sigh of relief. He's gonna be like, I thought they were gonna send me back, man.
Hey guys, remember the time we didn't have to kill 4 cops?
I do. Pepperidge Farm remembers.
Oh my gosh.
Alright, so
These were the cop killers.
We're not today. What do you mean yet? We were 2 weeks ago.
Oh, alright. Wait. Emma, did you kill those NYC New York police? Did we? Or we escaped from them? They're probably dead.
I don't remember.
Well, I know for sure that Dick killed a cop with his fucking bare hands.
Alright.
I'm pretty sure I remember shooting a cop.
Wait, was that or was that just the security?
Or the North prosecutor.
No, yeah, we only killed security, but fucking Dick killed cops.
Oh, right, because he was rioting.
Yeah.
Well, you you never know. He may have been arrested after the crash landing.
No, he went down in a blaze of glory.
That's That's canon.
That fool went down with the ship.
All right, guys.
So we're in Vegas. Cyber Vegas.
You're in Cyber Vegas, yeah.
He was probably balls deep in the gym rat.
He died the way he did.
Balls deep in gym rat. Okay. Hold on a sec. I'm looking up the info I have on Nevada.
Are there Securitrons? Securitrons.
Maybe.
Is there a Las Vegas chapter of the?
Oh crap! They're the Kings. Damn it!
Las Vegas chapter of what?
The Elvis.
Yeah.
I mean, they were, they were on our side technically.
That's for sure.
Can I get an autograph from Friend Slim?
From who?
Asking for a friend.
I don't know. Who are you asking about?
Fallout New Vegas.
Nevada was hard hit by the collapse. As suddenly, most people in the United States had no money to blow on gambling. Nevada managed to weather the storm by offering incredibly cheap discount vacation packages to European and Asian corporations. Once the businesses' robots were lured in by 10 ebb a night hotel rates and 1 ebb call drinks, they were easily convinced to part with their money at the gambling tables as tips for the attentive service folks or for the comfort of a sexual stranger. Soon, with the trickle-down effect, the rest of Nevada coattailed on the successes of the gambling casinos, and the state began to turn around. They mounted border patrols to keep nomads from crossing the state border, looking to share the wealth with the residents. So it turns out that most of your other nomad crew ended up having to pay a pretty heavy fine, I guess, or I guess it was a transportation fee. Anyway, they got a ticket if they had any kind of gear on them. So, but luckily they were bringing only about a quarter of their haul to Night City, so they only had to pay a fine on about a quarter of their inventory.
How much was it?
It was a few hundred ebb.
Oh, so it's like a toll on stuff that's not going into Nevada?
Right.
Gotcha.
Can I tell Toma, give this to the crew, tell them I'm paying off their debt too. And then I just pull out my, I'm gonna just hand it to him, and yeah.
Alright, so it's a ticket that has to be paid online. It's not one that can just be paid to the cops.
Oh, well then, I'll just hand Toma the credit chip and tell him, you got the cyber deck, you do what you do best.
All right, and then I can go ahead and pay that in his name for the clan, and I'll go ahead and tell him.
Well, there's no name on the cred chip, so you just type in the cred.
Oh no, I just mean that like when I go up to the rest of the clan and just say like, hey, your guy's got it. He's yeah, he'll get it for you.
All right, so
how much is it specifically, just so I can keep track?
Here, let's roll for that.
There's lots of 1,000 eddies right in there.
900 Eddie. You got 3 tickets.
Oh damn! Why did I have to open them now?
Yeah, 3 tickets, 300 each. 1 for each of the semis carrying gear. They don't associate you with the rest of that nomad crew, mostly because you guys said you were coming in for gambling, which they believed.
I mean, I'm gonna gamble. I'm gonna go into the casinos. I'm gonna run them dry.
Yeah, you can't really gamble. Don't want to.
So you notice that before you go into any of the casinos, that there's cameras all over the place. then you guys don't
Probably.
actually pull your caravan into the city. You guys are out in the city limits, basically, on the northeast side
y'all
of
are
town.
good. You and Doc and Sashi.
Yeah, you guys could go
Where?
to gamble.
If y'all wanted to go in town and, like, you know, throw some money around or get some stims or whatever.
Yeah, that sounds great.
Actually,
Y'all don't have to worry about your faces getting seen, really.
No, that is a free save. They don't associate with anyone else. Anyone
Well,
else?
besides that, you haven't been made with us. Like, nobody's really made you with their group.
yeah, but you gotta have money to gamble. So, Sashi's, do we have a hotel room or where are we staying?
You guys are
We're in
camping.
the caravan camp again outside of town.
Yeah.
That's out of town. So,
Probably somewhere in between Vegas and...
yeah, I'm gonna say here get some rest.
Anybody want, Doc asked if anybody wants, I'm gonna go look for supplies personally. I'm not gambling, but, anybody need me to look for anything for anything special?
Yeah, see if you can find, see if you can find something for, to put your man to sleep there.
Trex, that's what I was gonna look for, actually.
I mean, I don't know how advanced the drug game is in Vegas. I mean, if you can find that boy some speed deal or something, you know. But otherwise, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna go for, that's what I'm gonna go searching out for. No.
For what?
Tranks and speed heal.
Okay.
Some way to fix up a buddy.
All right. Well, make your streetwise check.
Come on, Kurt, come on.
Give me a second. Come on.
Cool.
Yeah,
is
I'm just trying to
9.
find it in the stupid.
Your streetwise is
Under which column is it?
Cool. So you should actually be pretty good at it, even if you don't have skills in it.
I do have skills in it. I'm just looking for it. I can't find it in the stupid.
so it's a 1d10 plus 12 for you,
It's the top right on the skill sheet under cool.
or you can just roll a 1d10 and add 12
Thank you
to
very
it.
much. Thank you. And do I add anything to it or no?
You can roll a 1d10 and add 12, or you
Or
can
just
make
roll
your
streetwise, right? It does it automatically?
yeah. There you go.
Pretty good.
All right.
So, you're able to locate some tranks.
Alright.
Let's see here.
What about speed heal?
No, that would be in a hospital.
Mm-hmm. I'm a doctor.
Okay.
And I have pharmaceutical skills as well.
All right. So, roll again for the hospital.
Should I get the tranks first? Take care of the tranks first?
Yeah.
Okay, how many and how much? Should I do my streetwise?
Hold
I
on.
mean, my
You already did. Hold on.
street deal?
Hold on.
Okay.
You don't have street deal. That's a special ability.
You are correct.
All right.
And I got 6 in pharmaceuticals, so. How's that work? But I was looking for the second, not the tranks, but the second part. Would I put med tech with the pharmaceuticals? With it?
No. That's a little bit more involved. Plus, you need
Yeah,
the
yeah.
plus you need the raw materials.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on, I'm having trouble here. health do you have? I haven't been keeping track.
I'll whisper it to you.
You know, it's interesting. I'm looking here at the effects table, and I don't, except for the depressants, I don't see anything that really makes you sleep. Huh, that's strange.
One second. Okay, the big book of drugs for Cyberpunk 2020. Okay. Tranquilizers. Got a bunch of them. Do you want me to put the link in general? Has every single drug in Cyberpunk 2020.
Does it have an availability?
Hey, I'm heading out of work. We'll be back on in a few minutes.
It does not. It just says what it does.
Okay.
If you're gonna share
And a
anything,
price. And a price.
if you're gonna share anything like game stats or anything like that, put it in the rules and mechanics things. That way it doesn't get flooded by like memes and shit later, and it can
Oh,
easily
yeah.
refer to.
Okay, I'm gonna do that right now. This is called literally the Big Book of Drugs for Cyberpunk 2020. So, and it's very interesting, and I wish I had found it before.
Is it copyrighted?
Yes.
All right. Well, then you can't share it here.
No. It says trademark. It's a joke. It's a German site. Give me a second.
You can share the site link. That's fine.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Just give me a second here. I got too many freaking stuff going on.
All right. So I guess
Okay,
it's
and I'm
it's
putting
just a depressant, but it has probably a very strong strength.
So that's just the tranquilizer.
Let me see here. Alrighty. So you get some beauties.
Whoa. Oh, excellent. Okay.
40 ebb per dose. No more bad dreams on these either.
Excellent. That should help him out. That should help him out a lot.
If you have a wound level
Nice.
3, you'll treat a mortal 0 as a light wound. Wound level -3.
That's excellent. Okay, so
Except here's the problem.
how many doses can I get?
It only has a duration of 10 minutes, 1d10 max. So it might only last a few minutes. But it's great for combat. It's just that the only other problem is that it reduces your reflex by 3.
For how long?
For the
I'm sleeping no more. No more bad dreams either.
For just the duration
for the duration.
of like whatever the 10 minutes or whatever you rolled.
Yeah. So it might not actually benefit. Oh wait, here, let me think. Because I think at Mortal 0 your reflex is halved. Is that right? Let me see.
I'm trying to figure it out here, yeah.
Does anybody remember? Sorry, my head's a little foggy.
Short duration, capsule, euro dose, no attitude.
Yeah,
Yeah, what?
half.
Okay. So if you had a reflex of 10, then it might behoove you to do this because it will treat it as a light wound instead.
Yeah, and I can also use it to take. I could put it in my hand as and inject it, and that would make it. Since it works so quickly on enemies, I could knock their reflexes down. Correct.
Only by 3 points.
But I mean, also, they'd have to stay awake.
I don't know that it works that well. It helps you fall asleep. So yeah, I guess.
And that's all I was able to find, huh? In the tranks department.
What?
That's all I could find in the tranquilizer type.
I still don't understand you.
That is all I was able to find was beauties.
Yes.
Okay. How many can I get?
We'll roll a 1d10.
Dang.
Yeah, you can get 9 of them. It cleans them
Yeah,
out.
I don't want 9 of them. They're 40 each, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll get 8 of them. So
320.
Yeah. Okay, and 1 second, let me calculate. Okay, and then I was also looking for whatever it's called, speed heal, which I haven't seen. That's not in that list, is it?
What?
And
There it
the
is. Speed heal.
trauma team.
Speed heal. Whoa, it's pretty expensive.
Yeah, it's too much. You don't have enough.
I don't?
No.
Well, then I can't help out.
Not with the speed heal.
Too bad.
Yeah, it's 3,000 a dose.
It's 90 a dose.
Not according to my stats.
What?
It's 3,000.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's because it was a German site. They put a space in there. Yeah, it's pretty expensive. Yeah, it's way above.
I thought it was 1650.
It depends on where you get it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's pretty expensive stuff. That German site was way off. It's nearly impossible. 150 EV average, and it's nearly impossible to find. So sorry.
You guys give me a quick recap. What's been happening?
Hey.
Doc's just out here trying to buy drugs. He's just trying to see if they can't get something to help you sleep at least.
And I did what
Sorry, too many people talking at once. Was somebody asking a question? No?
Oh, yeah, I was just asking for a quick recap, seeing how everyone's doing.
Does anyone want to offer a recap?
Sure. 3 of us went into town, 2 to gamble, me to look for medications for you. And I actually had some, and right now I guess we are still in town, and you guys are back in the van. Outside of town with your caravan.
That might not be enough information. Does anyone else want to give it a shot?
I forget.
Was there more? He didn't. He just barely left a couple of minutes ago.
No, we're talking about Wes.
He caught the.
That was Wes. Wes hasn't been here.
Holy shit, Wes! What the fuck?
Yep. Hi, Wes.
No, this is late.
Oh. All right.
No.
Okay. Well, yeah. No. In that case, yeah, we left fucking Denver last night, and we grabbed some food and some gas because it was going to be a long ass fucking drive out through Utah into the fucking Nevada desert. We drove out, camped once, drove. What's his name? Not Leo. Is it Leo?
Might be.
Bought bought a round of like pre-pack or kibble or something for everybody in the whole freaking caravan because he's trying to get back in their good graces. As we were getting into Nevada, the border patrol there pulled us over. Then we just barely made it without getting recognized. Then Leo paid like the impound for the cargo that the nomads were taking into Night City. Then then we made camp right outside of Las Vegas, where just like Doc said, him, Sashi, and Leo went into town to gamble and or find stims or whatnot, while the rest of us stayed out of town because, you know, our faces are kind of plastered up all over the place. And, we're kind of hopefully in that last leg of the fucking nasty journey. That's what it looks like.
Oh yeah. Awesome. Thank you. Sounds good.
So now the other two guys are doing gambling, I would think.
Yeah, is anybody actually gambling? Does anybody actually go into Vegas proper? Hit the strip, hit the drag?
Leo said.
I didn't know Leo was Mad Max's brother either until I saw the last name listed on Erie Road.
So how injured is West still?
I'm at critical 1, I think. Yeah, critical 1.
You got sleep to roll for.
I think 2, but is 2 still?
Well, yeah, for this night, we're about to roll for sleep again.
Yeah, and who's
So you can roll for sleep, I guess. You should probably roll for sleep for our last camp to see if you healed a point. And then we're all about to roll for sleep again.
Okay. I'll roll for last night's sleep and see what I get here.
Alright.
I'll throw 2 luck at this.
Sounds good. Oh. Roll a 1d6.
Jeez.
So that's 3 hours. Roll a 1d6 and see how much more sleep you get. Wow. Okay. So you only get 4 hours of sleep, buddy. You probably stay awake long enough to notice somebody's fallen asleep during watch. Roll an awareness notice check. Nope, you don't notice. Okay, so yeah, you don't get enough sleep. You just kind of lay there with your eyes open and worried about stuff.
No.
Do you get nightmares?
I don't get nightmares, thankfully, no.
Okay, well, but you don't get any healed points for that night while you were camped outside. It's a little too cold, probably. Yep. Anyway, go ahead. Everybody can roll for sleep in Las Vegas.
I'm gonna head back after looking, but I'm going back. I'm not staying in Las Vegas. I'm gonna go back to the camp.
All right, then roll for sleep when you get there.
Roll for sleep.
Oof.
If you rolled less than 5, you can roll a 1d6 to see if you get any more sleep.
8 hours.
I'm gonna put another 2 luck into tonight's sleep.
Oh, wait a minute. I'm giving him a beauty. I forgot.
Oh, if you have a beauty, then you get a plus 2.
Yeah, who's the 2 most injured people in the party?
If you're been given a beauty, then you get a plus 3 to your sleep roll.
Great. And who are the 2 most injured people? That'll be Wes and Leo, I think. Leo and Wes.
Yeah, but Wes already slept for 10 hours
before
you.
I'll give each of them a beauty.
Well, before you gave it to him, he already slept. He was asleep before you got there.
Oh, okay.
And he slept longer than you, so you didn't get a chance to give it to him.
I got a full 8 hours. So.
He got 10.
Yeah, I rolled
I'm
with them.
taking a little break from the Sims for a bit.
All right. So anybody
Taking my
else
psychotic breakdown.
had any injuries that they needed to heal from? Toma, you can roll a 1d6 to see if you got any extra sleep. You can take a beauty too if you want an extra 3. That'll guarantee that you get 6 hours.
What that was?
Could I just put a luck on the D6?
Of course.
I just got a whole ton of sleep. Yeah.
You don't want to take a doc's offering you a beauty.
I mean, I rolled a 10, so I'm good.
Yeah, Leo's the one that needs it.
Yeah, I'll help out Leo.
I will take a beauty. I only have 3 points I need to heal, but if they're offering them to other folks,
You deserve this, man. And that's the only thing I can get. Sorry.
Alright, and then so I'll add.
This city's kind of tapped out.
You said 3 to that D6. Cool. So I have 9 hours.
No nightmares, right, Snow?
Yeah. Did anybody stand watch?
Oh yeah, does that mean that I don't have nightmares?
That's what it's used for.
Yeah. No nightmares.
No more nightmares. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay. Cool. All right. So 9 hours. 9 hours, and I don't have any nightmares.
All right. Did anybody stand watch?
Well, what's his name only slept for 4 hours.
All right. Who slept for 4 hours?
What's that? Who slept for 4 hours?
Don't see that on the
No,
board.
Sashi stayed in the cabin and got sleep, so I shouldn't be on watch then.
Oh, that's right, that's right.
Well, you got 6 hours,
I guess.
so you can take third watch. And Rusty, you'll take first watch, I guess. Anybody want to take second watch?
Yep.
I can take second watch.
Okay.
I don't know what to do because I slept for 8 hours, so I don't know when that happened.
No, you didn't. Turbo, go ahead and make 2 1d6 rolls. Alright, you get 5 hours. You'll need to make an endurance roll to operate your bike effectively. And so will you, Rusty. You didn't get 8.
Okay. That's a quick on endurance.
Alright, so you seem like you're good to go.
The fuck out of here, Turbo.
My body.
Everybody saw it. You didn't need the fucking. No, just kidding.
Turbo, go ahead and give yourself 10 IP in endurance, please.
Yep.
He's practicing that diaphragmatic breathing technique.
It's all part of his fucking his gun kata.
All right. Anybody else driving who didn't get 8 hours? Sashi, I think you need to roll an endurance check too.
Nope.
Nice. Give yourself 10 IP in endurance. Good job there. So it goes around, comes around, right? That's the kerfuffle.
Yeah. We'll talk more, but yes. So what am I endurance for? Just staying up for watch?
Yeah, being able to stay up for long periods of time with very little stimulation.
Yay!
Yeah. Yeah. Also being able to, do things that require lots of attention for long periods of time, like driving a motorcycle across country.
Okay, so while I'm on watch, I'll service weapons and then practice martial arts and stuff. Just basically keep busy.
Okay. Do you have anything that thing you want to modify in any of your weapons, or are you just cleaning them?
Just clean them and make sure that.
All right.
Okay, because we haven't done that.
Okay. Good for you, buddy. Let's see here. So you guys are getting ready to cross into California. It might be a good idea at this point to think about getting air transportation. The California Border Patrol crossing is a little bit more strict than Nevada.
I say fuck them, we got guns. No, I'm just kidding. That was a joke.
Right. You could also drive. You could also drive through Death Valley and try to avoid the freeway.
That sounds like it didn't even work. That's a good idea. I like that idea. Doc's good.
There's glory.
Wait, that's backcountry.
I didn't buy those kind of trucks, sorry.
What do you think? You could take the I think that's the I-15, which will connect with the 40 up by Bakersfield.
I mean, I'm pretty sure we're driving the rest of the way.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's any way that we're getting Adriana onto a plane.
Yeah. So the caravan decides to try to avoid the border patrol crossing too, because they've still got some gear that they want to get to Night City, and it's gonna be a little tough for them if they get stopped at the border and confiscated. So, you guys are just going to be following them. They're going to drive through Death Valley and come out through Modesto area.
Oh yeah.
Which should be really close to the border, the state line, I guess. Here, let's get the right map. Hold on a second.
I can taste it. I can taste Night City. The pollution of Night City.
Yeah, almost there, huh? So the LA Metroplex is a bunch of our colleges. Bakersfield is here. A little bit off center because it should be closer to here, I think. But anyway, this is a funky map. From Vegas, you can... I think if you avoid the freeways, you can get to Night City through some back roads. That goes this way. And because it's so close to the... Well, I guess its state line goes all the way up to here. So maybe you do something like this. Does that make sense?
Oh, I see. Yeah.
That's good.
No, I had completely forgotten about the central border. I thought that, yeah. I see what we're talking about here, yeah.
Free state of Nevada. Okay.
So, you guys fuel up. It's going to be 350 ebb per gallon.
Filling up in Vegas. Alright. Are we pulling cash? What are we doing?
I've got like 700.
Does somebody got a credit chip that wants cash?
Whose turn is it for gas?
I have 0 money.
I have 5 F to my name.
I've got like 400. I can pay. I'll go half and half. I'll go half. How much? 175 each.
Yeah, sounds good to me.
Let's fuel up. I don't think we need to can. When we're going through Death Valley, should we actually fill up the cans too?
Probably.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's
Yeah, we should probably pack up on a whole fuck ton of water too.
Yeah. Why don't you just get it on the ship, and me and Rusty will just go half on it. That way you end up with cash, we didn't really lose any cash within the group, and you can make use of your cred. Because that gets you a little bit extra out than you can normally pool, right?
You mean I have to take it out of my account, is what you're saying?
Yeah, because then you can, because basically me and Rusty are giving you what looks like 178, and then you can still pull the 300 or whatever you need to pull.
You guys are camped out by Lake Mead, so you guys are able to refuel your water supply there too.
Oh, okay. So what's the cost for all the fuel?
178.
Including the cans.
The cans you already have.
Looks like 178.50 snow road up here.
178.50.
It's 51 gallons.
Okay, got it. 178.51. Jeez.
No, he said that's 51 gallons.
Okay.
So 178.50 for 51 gallons. Yeah.
Got it. Okay. And then you guys are giving me some breads. That's what's happening here.
Cash.
Cash. Okay. How much?
Like Rusty and me can split it because last time basically you and me split it, right? Is that what happened?
Yeah.
It's fine. Most of my money came out of our job anyway. Because otherwise, I imagine Pink Eye would do the same thing. He would just pull it, pay for it, and we have the cash. So it's the same thing. I mean, diegetically, we could say that Pink Eye did it, but it's the same thing.
So basically, you guys are handing me 178. I'm taking it out of my account. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Great. Done.
All right, guys. So you guys drive through Death Valley, make a roll 1d6. This is the next morning, by the way. You guys get up and head on your way. I want to see somebody roll 1d6. Good.
Rusty, you and I, we have to worry about 89.25 each.
Got it.
Got it? Okay, cool.
Well, thanks, guys, for helping me out on because the beauties cost a bit. Those will come in handy.
All right, so there's a bit of a bad weather. It looks like there's a big storm coming.
Like a dust storm, like a thunderstorm.
Thunderstorm.
Monsoon.
So visibility drops to 0, and you guys are forced to kind of stop for a bit.
Okay, we're in the middle of Death Valley right now, right?
Yep. Driving.
Well, the caravan.
Yeah, driving rolls would be at a -5. It's just too dangerous.
Okay.
Cyber optics with thermograph or radar are required to see past your hand, but not everybody's equipped with those.
Should we stop?
Yeah, no, we're all stopping. And y'all on bikes are gonna have to huddle inside the van.
Yeah. Maybe you could use this as a kind of a shelter, the van.
I call Little Spoon.
You call what?
Rusty's always the fucking little smooth. Shit.
You like it.
Oh my god.
Hey, little asshole.
It's funny.
I'm just the worst.
All right. So you guys probably have to camp for the night before you guys get out of Nevada. You'll have to take an extra day of travel.
Yeah, I better see.
Roll for
So now it's been 2 days, right?
roll for sleep. Yeah, you guys make it up to about here. Wait.
Oh, 8 hours.
Pretty good.
Wes, you need another beauty?
Yeah.
It'll give you a
That'd be
plus.
nice.
It'll give you a plus
Yeah, you might
3
as
to
well
your
take it
roll.
if you got it.
Picking up beauty sleep.
All right. How'd you guys do? Anybody get less than 5?
I only rolled a 4.
Oh, you rolled a 1d6 though. Roll a 1d10. Try again. Wes, you took a beauty, right?
Sorry?
Wes,
I took beauty sleep. No.
Wes, did you take a beauty?
Yeah, I took beauty.
Okay, so you add 3 to that 5. I'll give you 8. Doc, did you take a beauty?
Nope.
All right,
5
roll,
hours.
roll a 1d6.
Oh.
All right, Sashi, you rolled a 4, and then your 1d6 roll you rolled before it should be fine. So you get 8 hours. That extra 1d10 doesn't count. Doc, you get 6 hours. Rusty, you get 6 hours. Did anybody stand watch?
I would have taken a shift.
Me too.
I guess I'll take the last watch. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Doc, you're on
This isn't
second.
really a watch because we're in the middle of a storm with 0 visibility, right?
Yeah, but you just
So I'm
kind
gonna
of,
watch all.
you're just the one that's awake inside the vehicle.
Yeah, and it's always good to have somebody keep an eye out. Plus I got low light, so that should help a little bit, right?
Yeah. Okay, good. So, Len, you took first watch, let's say.
Okay.
You only get the 1d10. So you got 4 hours
4 hours. Okay.
instead of 7. You had trouble falling asleep again, apparently. Alright.
No, this is for nightmares. So.
Okay, no nightmares. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. You got 7 hours, and then I guess you got to sleep early, so you took last watch. We'll give you the 7.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
All good. Rusty, you got plenty of sleep, looks like. So you're... But you only rolled a 1d6. Could you roll a 1d10?
Oh shit, got it.
Doc, same thing. If you roll a 1d10 and then get less than 5 or less, then you roll a 1d6. So Rusty,
You rolled a 5 and then a 1.
okay, got it. So Rusty, you're good. You got looks like 10 hours. Okay, guys. So anybody get nightmares?
I don't understand.
Nah, shit, how do I roll for nightmares?
Nope. You roll a d10, and if it's like an 8 or higher, I'm good. Also, I was just going to ask, how much time did we actually get driving?
He said we only got to the Nevada border.
Yeah.
California border.
Probably about 4 hours, maybe.
So, can I add that on programming again?
Yeah.
So we're right inside of California then?
No, you guys are still in Nevada. Do you see the map?
Oh.
Yeah, we're skirting the border until we get up to the like the Night City border, basically.
Well, there's
Yeah, I get
there's
it.
Free State of Northern California, and the free state of Southern California.
Yeah.
You'd much rather cross into the free state of Northern California because you're going to Night City.
Oh, I see. So we're headed basically to Reno.
Yeah.
Not really. Not
That's
really. That's too far north.
that's highway. Oh, okay. I know, but I mean, we're going down. Are we taking that highway? The highway that goes between Las Vegas and Reno, which I can't remember the name of right now.
Look, what I explained earlier is that you're going to go this way and then this way.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, so you guys spend the night and you get back on your road. The storm seems to have passed for the night, and the road seems to be clear now. It's going to take you about 6 hours to get into Night City because you're taking back roads and these aren't well kept, so they haven't been maintained in about 10 years, maybe longer. So you're able to only go about 40 miles an hour. Let's have you guys. Let's see here. So you guys reach the border, and you're greeted by just a sign that says "Welcome to the Free State of California."
Northern. Right.
Yeah, and I don't think it says Northern. It just says Free State of California. But anyway, it's not well maintained road. It looks like it might be an old sign.
I feel foreboding music in the future.
Well, at least there's no cops on this road. They seem to have taken the day off or something.
Now, are we with the convoy, or did they go a separate route?
No, you're with the convoy. The convoy's headed to Night City. You're just at the end of the trail.
Okay. Making sure.
Yeah. So there's no other problems as you head for Night City. The anticipation of reaching your destination is probably growing pretty strong. Your odyssey is nearly at an end. Soon Adriana will be safely among those who have the resources to hide her, and you can slip back into your comfortable anonymity. If not the
Get any money out of this?
Well,
Bob says we're going to get any money out of this.
You have to take that up with Pink Eye. I think you guys were just along for the ride, he says.
Cool with me. I need to get a new eye implant. I want it that Night City. So.
When you're nearing the outskirts of the city, you guys can see the glow of Cyberpunk's most preeminent city. A comfortable feel of home and the termination of adventure, the likes of which you've never dreamed that you might face. You probably are amazed you survived it all.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, most of us did.
There's that guy who took the Gatling gun, that's right.
Yeah.
Good few of us did.
Can we see a picture of Night City now?
I'm sure.
Of course, there's still business to attend to. You must contact Jenna Swale again to let her know of your imminent arrival. Plans must be made to hand over Adriana and receive payment for the job.
Alright. Well, this is about the time we were supposed to contact her. So, I guess I can call her back.
Do you have the number?
Yeah.
Where are we exactly?
Outskirts of Night City.
Oof. 58191.
All right. So one of the things that, okay, so she picks up and says, "Hey, what's going on, you guys? You guys made it?"
Yeah, we're pulling into Night City. Finally here. So we just need a safe spot for Adriana and finalize our final payment.
All right. Well, I'll give you some coordinates here. Text them to you, and you guys can meet me there tonight. I'll provide a new identity, though it will take some time. We'll make sure that you get her to a safe spot.
All right. Good deal. All right, I'll wait for those coordinates.
All right. There's a large abandoned shipyard and dry dock in San Mauro Bay, in the industrial South Night City area. See if you can meet there.
Seems sketchy.
There'll be a motor launch to meet your team and take Adriana to a rendezvous offshore. Any other information I give you would only put you and her in deeper danger. Be safe.
All right. See you.
She hangs up.
Okay, guys, we're gonna get some coordinates nearby the docks, and Adriana, it looks like they're gonna be trying to put together a new ID and a safe location for you offshore. So I guess this is goodbye.
Well, before you guys get too mushy, let's backtrack just a little bit. During the course of your guys' travels, one of the things I neglected was that Satchel Sabo joined your party.
Oh yeah, we forgot she's been in the fucking van.
Yep.
Interviewing us and shit.
So
we're on our.
So we're gonna
trip.
we're gonna conclude tonight's session with an interview from each of you guys on Satchel Sabo's recording device. And she also makes it known to you guys when you guys arrive close to Night City that she wants to have her camera guy meet you guys at the rendezvous point as well. But before we get to that question, let's have you guys do your interviews. It doesn't matter. You guys can. Doesn't matter. Choose. You guys can roll for it. I don't care.
All right. Has this thing on?
Yeah.
How does this work?
So,
okay.
Satchel wants to know who you are, how you got involved with the orphans, what instrument you play if you play an instrument, and also how did you how do you feel about Adriana and clones in general? Are you concerned that that the United States thinks that they're commercial property, and what are your feelings on that?
All right. Wait. Are you rolling for it?
Yep.
Turbo?
I guess I'm rolling for my personal grooming.
Oh, okay, yeah, I was like, I think you rolled the wrong thing then. Okay. Alright, well, let's just, I'll just go then. Yeah, alright, so, this is Toma. I came upon the group, when made my way into town with the group of nomads. I hope I was, like, net running shit, but, I joined the orphans playing the guitar, and we I don't, especially after meeting Adriana, but I really don't think a lot of people's views on so-called artificial life are are all that egalitarian. I think anything with the capability of freedom of thought should be considered as life, and should have freedom. And that's me speaking as a netrunner for AI as well. So that's how I feel about it.
Right on. Well, thank you very much.
Who was next?
Yeah, right. Hold on. I forgot one more thing. So Satchel's gonna roll an interview roll for each of these, and it'll determine basically how
there we go.
How well she gets you to comply with these questions. She'll get an answer one way or the other, unless she fails her roll.
I mean, luckily she doesn't really have to apply us for answers, but you know.
Right.
Yeah. Yes, in time for the interview.
Oh, is that Leo?
Back.
What up? All right, so you're back in time for the interview. Satchel Sabo, who's been riding along with you guys, is really keen on your guys' take. If you look in the chat, you'll see the questions that she's asking. But I'm gonna roll a interview roll for each of you. So that was that was for you, Toma.
That's all right. I had initiative to say what I wanted to say.
Yeah, and then so she's just getting warmed up. She's gonna pick. I guess we'll go with Leo next. Here's your interview roll. If you want to roll cool check against it or resist torture drugs, you can do that to resist her interviews.
Roll a cool roll against it, see how I do.
She fumbled. Oh my god.
Yeah, she fumbled.
You don't have to tell her shit.
The questions she asked her there in the chat.
Yeah, you don't have to tell her shit, dude. You could totally make fun of her.
Oh no, I got the perfect thing. She's like, so Leo, where did you come from? I'm just gonna be like, well, I come from a land down under, where people go and men plunder.
That's so fucking. Are you gonna lip sync for us too?
No. If anything, I come from a land down under. But no, I'll just tell her that and just like, if she asks, what about that patch on your back? It's just like, oh, I just thought it was a piece of decorative artwork I could wear.
Okay, well, good.
What is it?
It's the what is that called again?
Outriders, I think. I don't remember.
No, it was not the Outlaw.
The Outlaw?
I think it was the.
No, there was
I think it was the Outlaws.
It was an actual biker group. Yeah, the Outlaws.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she asked about that, and I'm just like, yeah. What can I say? I thought it was a piece of decorative artwork I could wear on my back. Oh, thanks.
Cool patch, man. Cool patch.
All right. So our next interview is with Turbo while he's driving.
While I'm driving the motorcycle.
This is probably when we're all sheltering in the rain. That's when that can happen.
Okay. Time for my cool check. Or resist torture. Resist torture.
Yeah, if you got skill points in that, why don't you use them? All right, so you feel like spilling your guts. She's pretty, whatever.
Yeah, my name is Loren Arson. I go by Turbo. I was abandoned. Basically, I'm telling my whole backstory story. Because of the fumble.
Yeah.
Age 7, I was abandoned at the Aldo camp.
So that's why you're called the orphans. Is that why?
I mean, I am an orphan.
Is everyone else an orphan?
The others did not tell me that they are orphans, but we are called.
Right.
So I got involved with them as Rusty is also an Aldo. He told me that there's a job going from Night City to New York. And in New York, we had this other job going back from Night City, from New York back to Night City. And I'm the bass drummer, the bass player of the band.
What are your feelings on cloning?
My feelings on cloning is, I mean, clones are people too, and as I've seen from Adriana, she's a person. She's not a construct, not a property. She's Adriana. So that's why every time I see those nasty reports about them, I speed up my drink, considering that's a person.
Right. Well, thank you.
And should clones be considered? No, I don't consider clones as property. Supreme Court. Yeah.
Sure. All right. Well, thank you. I'm gonna interview one of your friends now. We'll interview Sashi this time.
Okay.
Something's wrong with her interview skill. That's not very high. What is going on here?
So interviewer.
I think I may have fucked this up, but yeah, I don't think, unless she doesn't have any skill sets in interview, that seems really weird. This is the wrong.
Yeah, no, the character is definitely skewed.
Let me look at this. I think I'm supposed to be scoring higher, but let me check.
Yeah.
You can go ahead and make it roll. I'm just gonna.
It looks like she's got no skill in interview.
Which doesn't make any sense at all. Let me find her character.
And then a 7 in her base skill.
Yeah, that's intelligence or empathy rather.
The roll squirt your drugs, you mean?
Yeah, you can try it. I'm gonna
What
move
am
on.
I rolling? You just trying to. What do you want me to?
What do you mean?
Is it a contested roll, or do I have to roll anything?
Yeah, it's a contested roll.
Roll. Hold on. Find it.
Either cool or resist torture.
Yeah, she's got a +6 in interview, so I guess she should be rolling higher.
Yeah.
So I guess resistance torture is still cool. So yes, that's just basically.
So we'll add 6 to that. You should have not yours, but mine. That should have been a 16 interview.
No. Okay.
Yeah, so you know she coaxes the truth out of you. Asks
How much is that? I was traveling around. Where were we? Like Charleston, Galveston. I met these folks around Galveston. They were a little bit of trouble, and they needed a little some security. They're being chased by, I'm not really sure who it was. A bunch of people in uniforms, if I remember. And I've been with them ever since.
Wow, that sounds like it's pretty rough. Tell me about the combat.
Which combat are you talking about?
Oh, there was more than one?
Well, if I understand correctly, we were going through Denver. Denver? What was that place we went to with the Repent Sinners guy?
Oh, that would have been Colorado Springs.
Oh yeah. So we ran into a hairy situation. I tell the story. Colorado Springs. It looks like there was an ambush with fire. And if we hadn't made the right choice there, I think we probably get eaten by cannibals or something like that. I'm sure.
Wow, that sounds horrible.
It's just another day for us all,
Crazy.
Nothing I couldn't handle. Nothing we couldn't handle, right?
Oh wow. So anyway, she's pretty amazed by your tales of battle.
Yeah.
She says, "Well, when did you meet up with these folks? Have you been with them the whole time?"
No, just recently. In fact, I'm just like as I said, providing a little security and traveling since Galveston.
So where else did you see action?
Well, shit, she did. I'm actually trying to think. Where were we? We were in. Well, you know, it seems that there are people that are looking for some of the orphans here.
Well, yeah, practically the whole world is.
The whole world is, and so I'm pretty sure we ran into an ambush out in El Paso.
Hmm.
Yeah, pretty heavy strike team. I think there was some sort of corps. I think Arasaka.
For real?
Yeah, they seem to be very intent on capturing Miss Adriana over there.
Yeah, I seem to recall telling you guys about Arasaka and saying that the guy Michael Hart was luring you into a trap with them. How did you escape?
You know, I don't think I ever met him. Well, we managed to get away, but to be honest with you, we just managed to get away by hiding and sneaking out of there.
It's crazy.
Crazy. I hope. So what's the plan with Adriana? She gonna be safe?
Well, I hope so.
What do you think?
You know, I guess that's on you guys.
Oh yeah, sorry, you missed out on that part. But we can I can fill you in real quick. So we got a hold of our person on the inside here. They're gonna find they're gonna create a new identity for Adriana, and basically they're gonna take her offshore as soon as we get into Night City.
You trust these people? Like,
they're the people that are paying us to get all across the country just to keep her away from everybody else, and they work for, they're funded for and working with her father. So,
how does she feel about that? She's okay with this?
I mean, she hasn't really said anything about it yet. We were just about to. No, basically, we're backtracking. Like, this all happened before that happened, but we were basically just about to have that conversation when Snow decided to backtrack to get Satchel Sabo's
interviews. Okay. Yeah, truth be told, ma'am, I don't have much information for you. Been only with them for a short time. I'll tell you, seems to be a tight-knit bunch of group that seem to care about this Adriana person. So I imagine we're all pretty relieved that this is going to be over soon and she can be safe.
Right on. Rusty, have I interviewed you yet?
Nope.
Alright, let's do... That's the 29 for you. It's gonna be like a jumbo dump.
This is like round 5. I accomplished it.
Yeah, I'll see if I can even roll through this torture drugs at this point.
Just to let you know, Satchel critted.
Should I even try then?
I mean, it's up to you. You could always get 10 IP, I suppose. Oh, what?
Holy shit!
This man
You don't have to tell her a goddamn thing, Rusty.
You can probably lie to her and she'll believe you.
Holy shit.
Right? She'll believe anything you say.
You can tell her to slog her full.
But chased by clowns.
We're being chased by clowns.
Yeah, lines, dude.
The clown said it's so fucking I'll try to speak authentically, even though.
Go for it. We're listening.
I'm gonna try to speak authentically, so, you know, that way I don't fuck up the shit. My name's Rusty. I was a drummer for the Orphans. I got involved since the very beginning. I used to kind of drive everybody around in an RV, God bless her. I'll see her soon. It's been a wild ride. As for my ideals on cloning, it's changed throughout the whole journey. I hated it at first. I was raised quite religious. But now I think, she's sentient. She's a person. If such a thing does exist, I do believe she has a soul. It's really life-changing. As for the Supreme Court, they can suck my... I don't want to say that actually. I don't know if that's something he kind of self-censors himself to make it funny, but, it comes out awkward.
Brilliant. All right, good job.
You rolled out, you can say what the fuck you want.
I know, right?
I wanted to answer authentically.
Good. All right. So next in line is Doc. Doc Chops. You're on the stand here.
Crit against her, man. Come on.
Looks like you rolled lower. She critted again.
Man, she keeps getting that IP.
That's 20.
So, I'm
She might have to join the next mission.
And, I had a clinic in New Orleans, and, I had a little problem with some unsatisfied customers that were coming after me, so I decided to sneak onto a ship. And that's where I ran into these jokers, and I didn't have anything else to do, and I kind of had to get out of New Orleans. It's been an interesting adventure, and there was definitely no decapitations. On my part, I love knives, but, only for healing, of course. Fighting's out of my nature, as these guys know. And I love knives, but again, only to heal. My feelings on cloning is if it has sentience, it's autonomous, it's free. And when it comes to corporations are fucked. No government is the best government in my opinion.
Well, thank you.
I made friends on this adventure, and I'm pretty surprised we're still all alive. But I'm ready to start over here in Night City. Never been to this side of the country.
Well, welcome, Doctor. I suppose you'll probably find that there's plenty of Ripper docs operating without licenses. But they come with
Who said I didn't have a license? Who's giving me an interview here?
variable sense of rapport. I mean, I've been to a Ripper doc. It depends on where you want to go, I guess. But anyway, welcome to Night City, and hope that your things go well. Satchel moves on to the next interviewee. Let's see here. Wow, that's a big one.
Jesus Christ!
Oh, man.
Oh, you didn't have to fix her that much.
He's over their bullshit.
You mind taking a fucking look at my character sheet next?
Through all of our bullshit now. She got fed up from all of us giving her bullshit.
So,
No, why don't you go fucking take a look at Sashi's sheet?
Okay, she has a 6 of empathy after all of her cybernetics, and then she has a 6 in interview. Then she rolled, I guess, double, triple crit, maybe?
She likes you.
I mean, you can only double crit in this, right?
I think you can...
34?
You
No,
can-
I guess it had to be a triple crit.
Yeah, you can triple crit, apparently. Alright, so she's asking Wes now, who's the last person she's expecting to get most of the information from. Pink Eye declined to give an interview.
Quad crit, man. Sextuple crit, even.
Oh, dude.
Hey, so I gotta do sports drugs here.
Sextuple crit, man.
That'd do it.
Damn.
Close. So close.
That's close.
So what's your question? Just kind of about my experiences about this whole shenanigans?
Yeah, well, I'll repost them, but yeah, I was being kind of lazy. Your name, band role, how you got involved with the orphans, your feelings on cloning. In particular, should clones be considered commercial property, as the Supreme Court just recently ruled?
Yeah, so my name's Wes. I'm an aquatic nomad from New York, but I got kind of tired of my family there, and I was seeking out a new adventure, so I joined up with these orphans here on a big fancy blimp where I got in some nice swimming. And my feelings on cloning are basically, I mean, I think I'm okay with cloning as long as they have assigned romances with various nomads, and if they don't fall in love with me, then I think they should be exterminated.
Oh, wow.
Oh my god. I'm looking for a boyfriend-free clone girl.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh my goodness. Alright, well, that's pretty shocking.
I'd like to know if Adriana heard that interview.
I'm pretty sure she did.
What's her awareness notice role on that shit?
I want to know the answer to that too.
Yeah, well, she's not too happy. I'll be honest. She's like, this West guy, he seems like a psychopath.
Yeah, why did I heal this guy?
Oh yeah. I'm gonna try to do one last. I'm gonna do one last. What is this? Seduction on her. Be like, oh, I was just kidding. Actually, love me too.
That won't work after that.
Wow, you have a -5 here.
Holy shit!
Oh
my god.
But a -5 is not. He critted, so it's a -5. So instead of 23, it's really only 18. But she'll roll anyway. Wow.
Doc starts giggling. Doc starts giggling. Getting nowhere.
Hey, babe, I was just kidding. You're the one for me, right?
Yeah, that's his game. The hard negging, and then the retraction.
That's classic. Yeah.
She's
She's
pretty.
She's pretty inexperienced though. She's pretty inexperienced though, so we'll see how she reacts. Let's see here.
Oh yeah, what is she like? A year old?
3
months old?
Yeah. If that.
Doesn't look that way.
What if she's a clone?
Which by the way, is the only reason Toma, negated any of her advances. Oh, look, she rolled her 8.
Alright, so she seems to be taken in by your ploy there. She smiles at you and says, I know you're kidding.
Doc's jaw drops.
I'm gonna go in for a kiss. I'm gonna go in for a kiss.
Oh god, this is so gross. It's so greasy. Think of the whole storyline as it's led up to this moment.
She's totally against the paper right now.
When we are in a band, it's raining outside. Can't get up.
Yeah.
Do I need to do one more seduction roll for that?
Yeah, no modifier this time.
Alright, I'm gonna throw it in.
They're filming a Whitesnake video in here. Can I throw the last couple of comments on the last on Sabo's interview?
Yeah, you can try. She's recording this whole thing, so it's all good.
Alright, so yeah, last thing I want to say here is...
She turns away.
Shit!
Rejected!
Oh, you were so close. I was waiting for that. Okay.
I'm sending you to friend them,
While this comical drama is going on in the background, I just want to say, also, everybody out there listening, y'all need to be really careful of what everybody's deciding is and isn't human, and is and isn't, worthy of having rights and not being owned by a corporation. Because guess what? What happens if one day you wake up and the corporation decides that you're a clone? Because that's exactly what happened to Adriana here. She has all of the same memories that her original did. But what happens if you just wake up in your bed and all of a sudden a corporation decides that they can call you a clone, and now they have perfect control over what they want to do with you, as long as they can own or prove that they own in court your genetics. Just think about that.
Yup. People are pretty...
Turbo friend zone.
Yup.
Yeah,
That was mean.
Oh my goodness. Alright, so you guys are nearing
And then I'm gonna high five Adriana. High five.
the border of Night City, and you guys, thanks for your interviews. She does do an interview with Adriana, but that's not one that you guys are privy to. She does it in private. I think we're going to cut the game there, and we'll resume play next Tuesday, if you guys can make it. I think that way Pink Eye will be able to make it, and he can provide his interview too if he wants.
I will definitely be there.
Well,
Should be there.
Yeah, I'll be there. Says the potential to be like end game.
I think the following week I might be out of the country. That week of the 13th through the 21st, 22nd, I'll be out of the country. So I might or might not be available, but yeah.
I mean, it sounds like we might be wrapped up by then.
Yeah, I think we will. We might start a new campaign, but you're welcome to join us late if you want. You might have to roll a new character.
Yeah, definitely.
We'll see.
I'll figure it out. Yeah, I'm going on my honeymoon, so.
Awesome.
I'll do it.
Congrats.
Where are you going to?
Going to Italy and Switzerland.
No shit!
Send us a
Euro tour.
Yeah, Euro tour, exactly.
Anyone else curious about that shit?
Yeah, let's do Euro Tour.
Nice.
Don't even that. His wife would on, man. What are you doing on a Euro tour? I thought we were doing that here.
Cyberpunk's more important than my honeymoon.
I'm sorry, babe. You might be dressed up in lingerie, but I got it handled with my boys.
On an AI clone. Hold on.
It's just for Sigma members.
5-year-old clone.
That's funny.
Yeah, she was giving me the stink eye every time that I tried to seduce Adriana.
Uh-huh. I bet.
I'm sorry, but baby, she ain't even real. Come on now, you know I love you.
Alright, you guys. Well, thanks for playing. It's been fun.
Yep. If anything happens, I'm gonna keep Leo. Because I got 6 months to ride out, so I might as well keep it until he dies.
I mean, unless you get hit by a fucking 50 cal.
Well, in the Night City, it can happen.
I'm just fucking with you. No, yeah, let's try and keep this one alive. We're gonna make it.
Hey, one of my characters had to die for dramatic effect. It just had to happen.
Yeah, no, it was pretty heavy. That was like the what was that was the fucking music from what was that fucking movie? That Platoon. There we go. Yeah. That's all I could picture in that scene. I remember it was like going over and over in my mind. I was like, no.
Oh god. Yep. I've been playing a lot of it. I've been finally trying to play Vampire the Masquerade, 5th edition, so I've been kind of obsessed with that too, so I've been like I've been between reading the source books for Cyberpunk and the source books for Vampire the Masquerade, and I'm just like, it's getting so hard for me not to just be like, when I come in, where am I Kindred at? Dude, this is Cyberpunk. Oh yeah, fuck.
Yeah, you should figure out a cross campaign. Run some fucking nomad vampires.
Yeah, I can actually work. I mean, there are planets.
It's true that Cyberpunk lends itself well to vampires, and there are a few modules that include vampires.
Well, I mean, besides that, like, Cyberpunk is interesting in the sense, like, the game is interesting in the sense that I feel like it lends itself very easily to cross-campaigning with, like, anything, because it's really just kind of like, it tries to set itself up as, like, a reality stat, and then you can just kind of, like, overlay whatever else you want as almost like a secondary system on top.
Sure.
If you want to.
I've been playing with Jack. He has been doing his own thing where he based it on Resident Evil, and that's been running really fucking good.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Huh.
Like, in that one, he got me too. Like, literally, he pulled a fucking, a clever Resident Evil puzzle where literally, like, there was a puzzle on the wall that said, that just had like a menu item without a drink. And I put that in, and then magically, a drawer popped open with a 357 revolver.
Nice.
Sweet.
Yeah, I think before you guys came on, we like just kind of, I think serendipitously, and ended up in like an alien cyberpunk cross campaign, and that shit was hilarious.
Yeah, it was.
Because it ended up two different ways. It was one it was our cyber ganger crew in space running into basically xenomorphs and their Riddian offspring, and then we went back with the crew of Space Marines.
Yeah, that scene ended badly, so we put that one on pause, and then we revisited it with the Marines that landed a few days later.
I don't think it ended badly. I think it could have ended a bunch of different ways, but we ended it in a way that very much lended itself to bringing in a different crew.
And so,
I still think there were a couple of other ways out of that scenario, but everybody had to be on board for it.
You guys had fun, I think.
I almost think I had more fun in the Mars mission, technically, than the Space Marine mission, but just barely. And I'm not exactly sure. But it's also because the Space Marine mission was like shorter, and it was a little more run and gun, you know?
Yeah.
And it also kind of ends in us getting court-martialed.
Oh no, yeah, I'm pretty sure we're all just mercs from that point on. I don't think we actually go back to base after that shit happened.
Yeah, we technically moved to place.
It's the only way to be sure.
I'm not sure how you would get anywhere else. It's sort of an inhospitable planet. But anyway,
I mean, nobody's really going to notice with all the background radiation already as it is.
Notice
it'll be fine. So Mars is so this one spot on Mars is a slight bit more irradiated than it was before.
You guys are making a lot of assumptions that you'll be court-martialed. I mean, you guys are trying to protect yourselves and the colonies.
No, yeah, true.
Just say that we came across it like that.
It was like that when we got there.
Yeah, but we can't do it for this.
You know how long the trip is from Central to Mars? Come on.
Yeah, you guys could probably play it off. You know, there are some cameras on board the craft, but you could disable them or just, you know, scramble their data.
No, they already got scrambled with the fucking EMP from the nuclear blast.
Good point.
I mean, I'm sure the you know, the space and nav itself. I mean, the engine and nav itself are probably shielded, but like, why would external cameras be? I don't know.
Right? All right, guys.
No, yeah, I'm psyched to get back to Night City and maybe like be able to do some more gigging. Your tour sounds fun, but so does basically anywhere else. Right? Like even just being in Night City, because I don't think we didn't get to spend any time in Night City with these guys, right?
No.
Right.
No, not at all.
We were in New York for like the slightest bit of time, and then I think the rest of the time we were on the road.
Do you guys does the name Eloise mean anything to any of you?
It should to me.
I'm familiar.
Do you remember the fixer who met you guys outside of the restroom? I think that was in corporate or Santa Fe.
Oh yeah,
A little familiar.
the one we ignored.
Oh, okay. That's why it's not. That's why I don't remember who it is, but I remember you asking before. I think I missed that that session, but I remember you asking. I think when a couple of sessions after.
You guys.
So she was a fixer in Santa Fe.
Yeah, we'll just refresh you guys' memory. You guys were walking out, going using the restroom there, something, and then the fixer doffed his hat at you as he comes out, flips his umbrella smartly up under his arm, and says, "Good day, gentlemen, ladies. I don't know who, how, or why, but I've just received the most odd phone call on my cellular here. A woman named Eloise just rang me, described your party to a T, and asked that I tell you that she will be watching out for you."
Oh, Eloise, that's right.
It's the AI.
I must have missed that game or gone to sleep early.
Yeah, no, you were there. That's Adriana's mom.
I didn't. That does not ring a bell at all. So something.
It's an AI at Norcross, but it was kind of keeping tabs on us our entire journey.
I wonder what your mom thinks about my seduction roles.
But I can get your sleep ball. Maybe she loves you. Maybe she'll
What's she gonna do about it? She's AI, she can't touch me.
Dude, she's an AI. She can touch you in every single way
She
possible.
can bake you digital cookies. They're crunchier. They're full of ones and zeros.
She literally had a guy in the middle of nowhere randomly get in contact with us. I'd definitely be worried about how she could touch you. I don't fucking know. We were all at that fucking gas station in the middle of New Mexico, and some random dude's cell phone rang asking for us, who just happened to be right next to us in the bathroom.
I did. I went to sleep at midnight that night.
And then I accessed her through Adriana's implant, and that's how we got the information on how to meet up with this other chick.
Jenna.
Yeah, Jenna Swale.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't she just swell? I'll see myself out.
Oh, that was good. God, okay, he's back. Okay. I'm glad you're back. That way I get to tell you how fucking awesome that was.
Okay, good night, you guys.
Good night.
Alright, guys.